Good day, ladies. And here is your blockers coming to you with another vlog on dating in the age of dumbasses. And I'm just coming with a little bit of tips and, tips and clues and all kinds of stuff. This probably is my last dating in the age of dumbasses vlog, but I've had fun doing it. And I just wanted to do a few tips for the ladies out there who are going out on online dates. And, people want to get signals or they're missing signals or they're feeling certain ways or they want to prevent some things from happening to them and stuff. And, last week, a few weeks ago, a week or two ago, I talked about, not going on the really fantabulous date, the first date, saving that for kind of later on, that the first date should be something really small or little, something like going out for coffee or for lunch or for something like that, something very casual. So if you feel like that you aren't connecting with this person, you can go on with your life without feeling too bad. But today we're going to talk about if you decide that you really like this person and you do go out on the first date and things like that, what are some of the things that you need to do? And once again, I still say for safety's sake that you do not go to their home or they don't go to yours. You keep that for a little while. Also, use valet parking. Be very careful. Still meet in a place that is pretty public. You're going on a nighttime date and stuff. So I certainly use the valet parking. That way you don't have to be in a parking lot with some strange person. Most places have valet parking now. Use it. It's worth the money. Who pays? What's the first date? We will assume that you have not been pursuing him. If you had, you're going to have some trouble. But most ladies know now you don't pursue men. You let them pursue you. And if he's pursuing you, he's ready to make the move to pay for the date. The first little coffee date is kind of up to you. My thought is you just kind of do it any way you like, you know. You can pay, he can pay, whatever. You can pay for yourself or whatever. It's something so small. But that first date should be on him. He's asked you out again. So he should be paying. You shouldn't be going Dutch. And if a gentleman is asking you to go Dutch, I would be wary of that situation. Uh, just know that he may be nervous and you may be nervous also. Don't be too harsh on him if he's really nervous. Bad table manners, bad manners, period, bad manners to the waitress or the waiter or whatever is something different than someone being nervous. And we know when people are nervous and can tell how their nerves are maybe making them, a little shaky. Nervous is probably a good sign. Nervous means that he probably likes you and has some feelings for you and is trying not to mess up. But we're just human beings, so it can't be perfection. When it comes to dress, I just thought that the person should dress nice. Nice is different. That's subjective for everybody. My husband is a cargo pants and short sleeve plaid shirt kind of dude. That's his dressing up. Really dressing up. That's fine for me. Jeans, a nice shirt, whatever. That's fine. Seattle's a very casual place, so a man being too dressed up may seem a little weird. And since I'm also, I look very nice and everything, and dress very nice and stuff. But it's important that you understand that that the guy, he looked nice, whatever is considered nice, that he doesn't come to you unless you're going on some kind of beach adventure or something, that he dressed appropriately for the date. If it is a nighttime date and you're going to the restaurant and maybe a play or maybe a show, he should not come to you in his Birkenstocks and shorts and t-shirt. That to me is a show of a sign of disrespect, and that he may not be really even serious about even dating, and stuff. But I'm sorry, that that one you need to. That first one, we maybe didn't have to put in all the effort, but that second one, you want to put in effort, and you're going to put in effort as the woman. He needs to put in some effort too. Okay, a person that's just come from playing baseball, people haven't bathed or something like that. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. So I'd recommend that you watch the way he dressed. Watch his manners and his mannerisms and how he treats people. How he treats people will be a reflection on how he treats you. As I said before, the waiter or the waitress or the people on the staff. And I know sometimes some guys are, think some that is taking control but you don't have to be mean or a jerk or anything, and stuff. And so the way he treats other people around you will be a signal on how he will treat you. That's just a normal thing for him. It may be a turnoff for you. Also, for ladies, I recommend that and I got this tip from Patty Sanger, and I wish I would have had this tip when I was dating too, that you just take care of some business at home. You use your little vibrator and take care of some business at home, okay? Because nothing is worse than you going out on a date with somebody and you're hyped up, okay, to say the least, and stuff, and you come to the date, and he's really attractive and charming and everything, and you're drinking a little bit, and you get a little loose, and the next thing you know, you've fallen into bed with someone on a first date. If you take care of that stuff a little bit earlier, it's done. It's gone. You won't have those. You'll have feelings of attraction, but you won't have those sexual feelings. And then, with all that kind of stuff. Watch out for drinking. Don't drink too much. I'd say 2 glasses of anything. But it depends on what kind of drink you are. Some people, one drink and they're done. Some people don't drink at all, which is even better if you don't drink at all. You can keep your faculties about you. You know what you're thinking and everything. So watch out for drinking, okay? And be really careful about drinking. And watch out for a guy who really wants you to drink and is trying to urge you to drink. He may have some ulterior motives you need to watch out for. Watch out for any man that immediately starts talking about sex, which is really inappropriate when you're trying to get to know somebody. I don't really know how people think, but watch out for anybody that immediately starts talking about sex and this and sex and the sexual positions you like and this and that and the other and all that stuff. And usually guys online will do that stuff early on. They'll do that in emails and on the phone call. They'll talk about that to kind of gauge to see where they're at. But if he waits until the date to do all that, watch yourself. You may have a guy who has only one interest and may be using online dating to just pick up women and sleep with them. There are lots of men out there like that. You have to be careful, okay? And watch your own reactions. Listen, we all have a level that we can go to before we're just melty, okay? Before it's too late, and your next thing you know, you don't even know what did happen, and you're like, oh God, what's happened? If your level is you can't hold hands with people before your clothes are falling off, don't hold hands. You can't kiss people just know what your level is. Everybody has a level where they're like sexually just so turned on, they barely even know their own name, okay? Everybody has that. And you need to know what yours is, okay? So you don't get too caught up. If you don't like him and you discover that you don't like him and he's not your type, you've gone on this kind of really first second date, okay, and so, and you find out, well, I really don't like him, we're really not a good match. Don't drag it on for too long. Now nervousness and stuff is one thing, and you may want to give him a second chance to kind of make a first impression and stuff. But if you really are finding that he's rude or he's this or that, and it's just like, this is not going to work, go ahead and, at the end of the date, if they ask to see you again, you need to go ahead and be honest and upfront and say, it was really nice meeting you and I had a nice time. but at this point, I don't think we'll make a good match or whatever. And then just kind of let it go at that. Not all men will be nice about this. Just know that. Some men are very nice, can take rejection nicely. If he rejects you, take it nicely. Just go about your business. Take it nicely. Do not drag people into weeks and weeks trying to be nice or trying to make something out of nothing. Okay, and women, we have a tendency to do that. We just, well, he's around. I haven't had a date in a long time and stuff. So let me just try to make this work out and stuff. No, if there are no sparks, let it go. Okay, don't drag it on. Okay, and guys, if guys are listening to this, I'm telling you that too. Do not drag people on. People start getting attached. You start getting that person starts getting attached. You start getting attached to that person, and it hurts even worse when it comes down the line and people are finally like, I just can't take this no more, and we gotta go, and stuff, and you become emotionally attached and stuff, and all kinds of other things. So don't do that. Just let them down easy. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to say, well, you're just a jerk or a loser or whatever. Even if he was rude to the waitress or what, you don't have to be rude. Okay? You can still be nice and let somebody down nicely. And like I say, everybody won't like it. Everybody won't react well to it. Everybody won't think it's a great thing, but that's okay. That's fine. No problem. Just, make sure that, you try to let him down easy and stuff. And if he's still pursuing and stuff, but usually by that time, people are not super hurt by rejection and stuff. It's just a little ego bruising. And usually they let it go. So that's some of my tips for your first date, what you should do and what you may need to do before the date. Watch out for guys who have you waiting too long on a string, to go out on a date and stuff like that. That is a prime signal that he is working a bunch of women and trying to fit you somewhere up in the lineup. So, watch out with that, okay, and stuff. And I say, hey, go out on a date with a couple of guys, a couple of different people, see who is gonna, hey, see who's gonna work out and stuff, but don't drag people on for too long, playing the game of, well, let me see how long I can go with this before it kind of doesn't work out. That's going to hurt you and hurt someone else in the end. So I recommend those things, and I hope you've enjoyed the series on dating in the age of dumbasses, on online dating, and let other people know about it. And I'll be talking to you guys soon about something else. Okay, bye.